Has this ever happened to you? You come across a person online, maybe on Facebook or Instagram, and you realize that they're a native English speaker or even an English teacher. Jackpot! You're dying to talk to native speakers because you know that it's the best way to improve your English skills. So, you send them a message and hope for a reply, but you get nothing. Or maybe you exchange a few lines of conversation, but then silence. How can you improve your English if they don't keep talking to you? Then you get an idea. Maybe they can video chat. That's easier than texting, right? So you call and it rings and rings and rings. No answer. Why won't they talk to you? Well, it's probably not that they're mean or rude. In American culture, it's all about how you approach someone. I've seen tons of students make these social mistakes, and today I've got some tips for you that will definitely help you to avoid them. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Click on the bell for notifications so that you never miss a video. And if you know someone who needs to see this video, be a good friend and share it with them, okay? Guess who's back? It's Patricia. I teach English online, and I'm a language student just like you guys. All right, so you found a native English speaker. What should you do? Well, let's start with what you should not do. First, don't ask them to be your friend. In American culture, can I be your friend or can we be friends is something that 5-year-old kids ask each other. It's not how adults talk to each other. If you ask people these questions, a few of them might overlook the strangeness of your question and say yes. But a lot of people will be turned off by this. When people ask me this question, it feels a little uncomfortable. And I know that the person doesn't want to make me feel that way, but that's how it feels. How can I know if I want to be friends with you? You're still a stranger to me. So please, don't ask this question to a stranger. It's not the best way to start a relationship with an adult. Now, I'll be honest with you. I'm kind of curious about this. In your language, in your culture, is it common for an adult to say, "Can we be friends?" to someone that they've never met before? I'm not sure if this is a common thing in other cultures, or maybe students ask the question this way because they haven't learned a more mature, a more adult way to express their desire to be friends. Or maybe they're just so excited to meet a native speaker that they kind of forget their manners. I'd really like to hear from you all about this. Maybe you can teach me something new. So please, tell me in the comments, is this a common way for adults to talk to each other where you're from? I'd really like to know. Now, the second tip is don't send them a friend request or a private message right away. In American culture, those things can be seen as a little too forward, aggressive, or intrusive. I know, those are some difficult words. Basically, you can offend people like this, and they won't want to talk to you at all. If you want to get a native speaker talking, try this instead. If you found them online, they probably posted a picture, video, or a comment somewhere. Look for a few of the things that they've posted recently. Pick 1 or 2 things that are most interesting to you and comment about what they posted. Don't pick something that was posted 6 months ago. That would seem a little weird. But Show them that you have something in common. Make sure it's something specific, like a hobby or an interest. We're both women or we both live in Europe is not specific enough. Things that will work are we're both into sports cars, or we both love martial arts, or we both enjoy cooking. Those things are more specific, and they're things that you can talk about for a long time. That's what you want out of this friendship, right? So, the trick here is to show them that you two have a lot of interesting things to talk about. Here's an example. Let's say they posted a picture, video, or comment about martial arts. You can tell them what you think about that martial art. Tell them what martial art you practice or think is cool. If you don't know much about the subject, that's okay. Ask them a question that shows you want to learn more. Again, remember, you have to be specific. Don't ask them to tell you all about martial arts. If they seem to know a lot about the subject, maybe ask them about what martial art they would suggest to a beginner who wants to learn. Or ask their opinion about which is more effective, karate or jiu-jitsu. That should get them talking. You can do this a couple of times a week, but not several times a day. That will offend people if they haven't gotten to know you yet. But keep looking out for new things that they post, and if you find it interesting, make a comment. Remember, you don't always have to agree 100% with everything that they say. You want to show that you have your own opinions. People like that, as long as you're polite about it. Just try to join the conversations that they're in. Now, you may find that they start to respond to your posts or comments as well. If they start to join the conversations that you're in, then you know they're starting to warm up to you. If that happens, jackpot. It's a good time to send them a direct message and continue one of your recent conversations. If you don't notice them joining your conversations after a few weeks, that's okay. It's still all right to send them a private message. At this point, you've exchanged messages several times, so they'll feel like they know a little bit about you, and they'll probably feel comfortable talking to you privately. That's what you want. Continue having conversations by private message, and soon you can send a friend request, if they haven't already sent one to you. And if you want to have a video chat, please ask permission first. Don't just call them and expect them to pick up. Some people will definitely see that as rude, because how do you know they're not busy? Maybe they're at work, or taking care of their family, or asleep. You have to be respectful of things like that. Finally, once you've talked privately for a bit, you can tell them about your English studies. Ask them if they find it easy or hard to understand you. Or tell them that it's okay for them to correct you if you make a serious mistake with your English. But don't expect them to correct everything. And don't expect them to talk to you every day just so that you can improve your English. It's not their responsibility to teach you English just because they're a native speaker, okay? Even if they're a teacher, that's still too much to ask of someone unless you're paying them to help you with your English. That's why it's a good idea to form friendships with many native speakers. If a few of them are willing to help you out once in a while, that can add up to a lot of help. And there you have it. Native speakers are finally having interesting conversations with you that are more than just, "Hi, how are you? Where are you from? What's it like in your country?" And that's what you need to really help you improve your English. Besides that, how cool is it to have new friends who like to talk about the things that you're already interested in? All you have to do is be friendly to people that you have common interests with. Trust me, guys, this will work most of the time. Just remember, in American culture, you have to play it cool. Don't be too forward. Just take your time and build a relationship slowly. The long conversations will come, I promise. Now, if you need a little more help with your conversation skills, be sure to watch my video about how to talk to a native speaker with confidence. You'll see it at the end of this video. I hope these tips helped you to understand American culture and how to make friends with native speakers. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And remember, fluency is closer than you think. See you soon.